This week on the Garden Tarts.
So, yeah, they did this press conference in, Kmart in New York, and what was how did you feel about that?
It's so weird to watch because it looks so old.
Yeah,
Like, the technology around it is so old compared to what stuff on TV looks like now, like all the graphics and everything.
yeah.
And also, it just felt so like, who was the grown up in the room?
That's a real that's a really
Where
good
were
point.
their handlers?
Okay, so there was someone who asked why Kmart, and Bono said, "Don't be such a snob."
And he also said, "'Cause they don't sell guns."
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
great
those
answer.
those are literally my 2 notes.
Hi, Jenny.
Hey, Hill, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. Happy belated Valentine's Day.
Thank you, same to you.
There's like a heart even above your head.
Yeah, and, by the time this comes out, it'll be happy belated Lunar New Year, happy Ramadan, and happy Ash Wednesday.
Yes. Today's Sunday, February 15th. If you're listening, it is on or after Wednesday, February 18th, 2026. This is season 8, episode 7.
And you're listening to Kissing Lips and Breaking Hearts with the Garden Tarts. Please, hit like, do a review, subscribe on YouTube, Apple Music, maybe buy us a coffee. We would greatly appreciate that. Please and
Yeah,
thank
I mean, we asked for this stuff and it's a little thing, but we appreciate it so much. Like a little bit of help, a like means like the world to us.
right?
So if you're
And I
listening
think
right now, you can do it. Just
right,
like us.
unless you're driving.
Yeah.
But I think about how many times I am an avid podcast listener
Yeah.
and how many times I'm walking the dog or I'm driving and I hear people like, please just leave us a quick review or subscribe on YouTube. And I'm like, I'll get to it.
Yeah.
And I don't, but I'm trying to be better about it. Because if
Yeah.
I'm going to ask other people to do it, I need to do it too.
Yes.
So
Yep.
I'm actively working to be better about it.
Okay, so you wanna tell what our sides are?
Sure. So for side A, we have um, the PopMart Kmart special, February 12th, so just earlier this week, 1997, that happened, so we figured we'd talk about that, a little reminiscing 29 years later.
Yeah.
Oh, so we just
Yeah.
watched it, and what a hoot, oh my gosh. And then side B, last week, we pulled A Day Without Me out of the cigar box, so we have some thoughts, and you had some thoughts that we will share.
Yes. Okay, so let's start off with side A
Yeah,
because it's the first one.
side A, let's go.
So, yeah, they did this press conference in, Kmart in New York, and what was how did you feel about that?
It's so weird to watch because it looks so old.
Yeah,
Like, the technology around it is so old compared to what stuff on TV looks like now, like all the graphics and everything.
yeah.
And also, it just felt so like, who was the grown up in the room?
That's a real that's a really
Where
good
were
point.
their handlers? It felt very much like, "What? We do wait, what? I guess we're gonna do photos now?
Yeah,
I don't I don't like,
yeah,
it felt like they maybe hadn't done this before, even though we know they had, and it was fine. There was
yeah.
just an air of, uh, immaturity, I guess.
I agree with that, and that's a really good way to put it, where it was the grown up. I felt like this was stupid, and the themes of Pop and Mart kinda got away from them. Like, I went to 13 or 14 shows on PopMart, and I still don't entirely get the premise of the Pop or the Mart. Like, it's if you look at it and, like I've said this before, if you look at it like pop art,
Mhm.
it's interesting, but this was just, like, I you could not have said that better, that there's no grown up there. So I think another reason, like, just joking, but a reason why they maybe did this press conference was because I feel like they were excited about showing off their new clothes and hair or lack thereof.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
what if
mean,
get dressed up and go to Kmart?
right? It was just so nice to break the norm and
Yeah,
do something silly and really, dive into the mart of it all.
yeah, yeah.
Was it better or worse than doing it somewhere else? Not really.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I agree with that.
so why not lean into it? I'm not sure how much more mart they expected during the tour, but
Yeah.
this definitely raised eyebrows, and that's cool.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it was fun,
Yeah.
like, at the time, it was so much that was the coolest thing
Oh, yeah.
ever.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel like just a lot got away from them. Okay, so there was someone who asked why Kmart, and Bono said, "Don't be such a snob."
And he also said, "'Cause they don't sell guns."
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
great
those
answer.
those are literally my 2 notes.
I've got
"Don't
4.
be such a snob," and "Kmart doesn't sell guns,"
Yeah,
which means they looked into Walmart.
clearly did that.
Mhm.
There are moments where, Bono seems to be just real, like, not a character or anything, but that
Yeah,
it doesn't last very long. It's just literally moments here and there where it's just like, he's not showing off anything, he's just being a regular guy, which,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know how great that is for, his career or
For
whatever,
his
but
brand.
I love seeing that. I love when you can see past, his
Yeah, and I
yes.
love when you can see them as a foursome that they're, like, literally the kids having to go first for the school project.
Yeah.
And they're, like, shoulder to shoulder, and, "You take the microphone, you take the microphone, you
Yeah,
take the microphone."
yeah.
Like, they could not be closer together and more nervous together.
Right. I'm gonna come back to that in a second. So Bono leaves the stage with the microphone like he's a talk show host, which was I don't think
"So
people
you're
got
having troubles with your mother."
and someone said, "What would the highlights be of a South American tour?" And he was like, Highlights? Yeah, I think I
"I'll
can
do
do that."
that."
And, he said he was on Slim Fast. These are jokes.
But I actually wondered, he was so fit during Pop.
No.
Maybe
I
he was on Slim
Well,
Fast.
he was, but what I thought was, "You don't need it." Like, on this tour and that was my thought. Okay, so Holy Joe, let's go there for a second because I love that song. I love, love, love that song, and
Love
it
it.
breaks my heart that they never that's the only time they played it. Like, that song, I love it. I was
Yeah.
so excited when I heard that song. So someone asked a question about Holy Joe, and, he mentioned you 2 getting away from the sainthood that is usually associated with him. I'm pretty sure Bono knew this guy because, like, his response was very short, and, he said that, with all the disco balls and tinsel and stadium tours, he's always gonna be the fucker with the white flag. To you.
To you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to you. It was, like, very personal, and, I don't know, I love that.
Yeah. Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, you know?
Right. Yeah, exactly. But I feel like, you know, as longtime fans, I always get excited of what the next incarnation of Bono is gonna be, of what the next stage is gonna be,
Mhm.
and I get excited about moving on, like, I don't wanna go back to old
No.
stuff. Yeah, but I don't know, I like that, like, he was really quick on that.
Mhm.
Did also talk about how many new songs they were gonna play. I think they said 8 or something, like, they usually play, like, 8 new songs or something, and that's also a thing where, like, if I go see, I don't know, Sting, I don't wanna hear his new music. I wanna hear the Police stuff, and I wanna hear, Ken Sumner's Tales and whatever.
Right.
I don't wanna hear yeah. And so with U2 though, I wanna hear every single new song. Like,
Right.
I want
All of
every
them.
that's, old stuff, it's reminiscent and everything, but I think for, like, hardcore U2 fans, I think probably hardcore fans
Right. Like, the hardcore Sting fans would agree with your
totally
U2 assessment
right, right,
for yeah,
but I'm not I mean, at one point I was, but I Sting's just gotten away from me too,
right.
um, unfortunately, 'cause I would like to not be like that, but anyway, yeah, but when they were saying that and I don't know, I just was thinking about that. When every song, play it, every single song.
Yeah.
Okay, a lady asked if there was any significance to holding the press conference on Ash Wednesday, and Bono said Ash Wednesday and Kmart is a good example of their contradiction, and I thought that
That was
was
great.
right on with that.
And this
Uh,
episode's coming out on Ash Wednesday.
it is. It is. So
Yeah.
this is interesting because this I think it was I know it. Ash Wednesday, '97. Someone came in a coworker came into my office, and I'm like, "You've got some schmutz, like, what?" And then she explained it.
Schmutz.
I'd never seen that before, ever. I'd never seen it.
Really, like, that was that day. I don't remember the first time. I do love that, it's very biblical of you to call it schmutz.
Yeah. I have to, like, go into that for another second because that was I don't know why, but it was a really, like I just remember it vividly, and that I worked for her in '97, 98, but I know it was '97 when she came in.
Yeah.
Um, so this is a little aside, but, I mean, you can keep it in if you want. But, so last week I went to the, General Assembly to discuss, anti-Semitism and all kinds of different stuff, with our lawmakers,
Mhm.
and went to a banquet, and my brother works in the General Assembly, so he grabbed me and was like, "Come here," and, he was like, "I want you to talk to Jay Jones, who is our new Attorney General." It was his mom that I worked with that came in
Nuh-uh. That's crazy with the schmutz.
with the schmutz, yeah, yeah, so
That's hilarious.
it was hilarious, but that just brings that whole thing, full
Yeah.
circle,
Definitely full circle. Wow.
but I mean, I haven't seen that kid since he was, like, 8 or something, like, and he's, the friggin'
Crazy.
attorney general, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that kid. I mean, he's not a kid, but anyway, that I'm not kidding, like, that it was his mom.
That is crazy full circle.
Yeah, really, it really, really
Yeah.
is. Um, okay, so another lady mentioned they were the first band to be burgled by on the internet, and,
Circles.
at the word internet, Bono passed Edge
Straight
like
to
it
edge.
was just like he heard internet and he's like, "Shut down," like and, like, it's also so interesting that I mean, like, today, who doesn't know how to use the internet? Like, my dad, he's not very tech savvy, but he'll learn whatever he needs to learn, and, like, he's on the internet all the time. Like, that's just a really big we've
It's a
come
big
so
leap.
far since then. Something that and it reminds me of there was a, Steve Jobs quote, that said that with Apple, they're working on stuff you don't even know you need yet.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was I don't know, I just feel like that makes so much sense. Like, we didn't
Right.
know, we just thought, it was a novelty in '97, and now it's you have it on your watch and
Yeah.
hearing
And
aids and
watch. It's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
But Edge was like, "Why do I get all the technical questions?"
yeah, yeah. Like, I feel like anybody could today, anybody could answer that. So, someone asked Bono how involved they were in the tour planning, and Bono was like, "This is what we do." He
Why do you
said
think it took so long?
right, well, there you go. But he said that's what they do. I mean, I don't know how any other band works, but we've
Right.
heard, time after time after time about Bono's idea to do this or to do that. Like, he's clearly involved in everything. like, hardcore.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
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 Someone asked what they bring with them on tour that, reminds them of home, and Bono's, like, gave the mic to Adam, like, "You have to answer this question," and he said, "I bring the other 3," and I just thought that was
Yeah.
I mean, it
It was really sweet, except the person said, "Other than people."
oh, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's okay.
Yeah.
But that was very sweet.
Yeah. It was, I loved that answer, and I absolutely think it's true.
Someone did ask who packs their bags for the
Yep.
tour, and you could hear Bono in the background saying Allie or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah. Or he said, like, "It's not Allie." Um,
Oh, yeah, I just heard her name, I didn't know the
yeah, yeah. There was an interview, and if you're listening and can remember what this interview was, because I don't remember, it wasn't all that long ago, but somebody asked Edge if he packs his own suitcase, and he said no.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like someone could you imagine the stress of not having to pack your own stuff?
Like, this is what I'm thinking. Who is that person, and will they come and pack my suitcase?
Right?
Because that is
The decision making, it's crazy.
and you would think like, another thing is I think I'm very good at packing, but, like,
Mhm.
I hate it. I hate it so much. It's just, like, the worst thing
You are
in
good
the
at
world to me is having to pack. Like, it should not be that awful, but it is. But then
Yeah,
when I pack, I don't ever leave anything at home. Like, I'm a really good
you are
packer.
very well
It
equipped,
just
yes.
takes me a lot of time thinking about it before I actually do it, and then, like, 10 minutes before I have to leave for the airport, I do it.
Right.
It's mine. That's what I do. Ugh.
It
Eh
works for you.
yeah, and our friend Lauren, who is coming back from California right now, she didn't do this for this trip, but we generally, if we're going on a trip, together or alone, we text each other, like, "What percent?" I'm 9% packed, and,
You're
like,
often 0%.
I'm often 0%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You go from, like, 0 to 99 in, like, an hour.
I mean, because the thing is that I'm mentally packed, and, like, that's part of the
Yeah.
half the battle. I just have to wrangle everything that I need to take. Okay, so shall we move on to intermission?
Yeah, intermission
Yay. If you
before what?
something if you need a pee or something, this is when you could no, go ahead.
No, you should keep listening. We'll be offended if you go pee, just take us with you, we won't know.
No, we don't know.
Garden Tart Amanda went to see Brandy Carlisle at Madison Square Garden last night, and first of all, she said it was, like, life-changing and amazing, but she heard this song, and she was like, "That sounds like you too," and it's called Church and State, and she sent us, and I mean, instantly. I'm like, "That is Adam one of Adam's bass lines, something." So she sent us something. She's like, "This might be good for the pod." And I
Yeah.
said, "We'll use it." So, Amanda found this article from Variety magazine just it actually came out Halloween 2025. And here's a quote from her. It's one of my top 5 favorite albums of all time growing up was a Joshua Tree. I even entered a contest one time as Bono when I was 15 to win a singing competition, singing Running to Stand Still. I wore sunglasses and shit, and I fell on my knees at the end of it. I already had the lesbian haircut that he has, so it wasn't much of a stretch.
It's oh my god, I
You
love
can
that.
tell the song is heavily U2 influenced, like,
Yeah.
from that kind of Joshua Tree, Rattle and Hum era. It's Church and State. Look it up.
Didn't Amanda say that she dedicated that song to Bono? Maybe I read that wrong.
What did she
I don't
There
know.
was a lot happening, and I couldn't keep up with it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I can look for
Um,
it.
Also, so I think that she was part of the, Kennedy Center honors for you too.
Real quick, on her album, she has that song dedicated to Bono. Yeah.
Yeah. But she was part of the Kennedy Center honors for you too, I
Oh,
believe.
I don't remember. I'll trust you on that.
I could be wrong, I don't know.
Yeah. But anyway, look up Church and State by Brandy Carlisle.
It's really cool. It's really good. Okay, so I if you're not watching The Pit, you really need to, unless you have like my mom and my brother won't watch medical stuff because they've had a lot of medical stuff. Really, it was just my brother's medical stuff, but it
Right.
reminds my mom of that, and she won't watch anything like that. That I get, but if you want a good TV show, like quality writing, quality acting, this show blows me away every week, every single week.
Amazing.
It's so good, and I just it's if you don't know what it is, it's every episode is an hour of a shift in the emergency department of a
Right, so each
hospital,
season is, like, one day.
one day, and, it but just it's like, I don't know, I've been to hospitals and people have been nice, but these people they care, but they also need to get through their day, and that's just so it
Yeah,
it's just so evident by oh my god, I just can't say enough good stuff about.
I love it. It's like it comes out Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I just can't. I usually don't watch it till Friday, but it's such a fast hour. I hate it how fast it
I
goes.
know, it goes by so fast. Did you watch this week?
Mhm.
So, when they were doing the send off for the guy that passed away,
Yeah.
Dr. Robbie said, "May his memory be a blessing." It just I'm I have chills now,
Yeah.
just, and, I don't know, I love that show. Watch the show unless you have trauma from hospitals past
Or don't have HBO.
or don't have HBO.
But it is worth getting if you get HBO, just get the trial, whatever, binge
Or
The
maybe
Pit,
wait until the season's over and then get a
the
trial so you can watch
trial,
the
and
whole
then
season.
'cause there's only this is the 2nd season,
Yeah,
so 3rd 2nd
2nd.
2nd season, yeah,
Yeah.
you can get through it in a
And
trial.
also, so The Pit and Paradise, which is coming back soon, I'm so proud of those shows because it's just the norm when you're on a streaming now or even HBO has always been like that, but, they'll take shows and they'll come back after years. They'll
Right.
take years between The Sopranos did it, look at Stranger Things, like,
Mhm.
Netflix, but they're really holding on to their audience by not
Yeah.
having to wait years before the next season. Not even a year, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love anyway. Okay, that's end of intermission.
So, side B, said earlier on, Hillary pulled a song. Every song in the U2 catalog, mostly, is in a cigar box at her house, and she pulled out A Day Without Me,
Yeah,
and so we could talk about it this week. Well, we asked you all, um, thoughts, and the rule is, like, just whatever comes to mind.
yeah,
It doesn't have to be historical or emotional or dissertation, just first thoughts.
yeah,
And a few of you had something to say. Would you like to hear what people had to say?
I would.
So our friend Patty said, I love this song. It's second on Boy for her, only to Out of Control. It's interesting to me that it is such an upbeat song for being about, you know, suicide. It wasn't until Bono explained that I Will Follow was about wanting to follow his mother into the grave to be with her that I really understood A Day Without Me too.
Yeah, so this is an interesting note,
Yeah.
but our friend Patty has to do with side A and side B because she was at the press conference at Kmart.
She was at Kmart, yeah.
Yeah, Patty, you weave your way into our entire podcast tonight, as you should.
Our friend Kathy Lewandowski actually did a little Google search for us and shared it. She said, great song, very upbeat, but you dig into the words, it is about loss. It was the lead single off Boy in August 1980, and according to Google, I found this. At the time of the single's release, an Island Records press officer was notifying inquirers, this is very AI written, who were corresponding with the record label about the band, that the song's lyrics were written about the death of Ian Curtis, the frontman vocalist of Joy Division. So the press officer from Island Records was passing this information on, I guess. However, this information was erroneous as the band performed the song in Dublin in February of 80, musically and lyrically unaltered from its release format a few months before Curtis's death.
Okay.
So I thought that was an interesting
Yeah.
tidbit. I hadn't heard that theory.
No, me neither.
Paul says, fantastic album. We'll dig into it tonight and give it a listen. Loud, of course. So glad to
Aw,
influence that, Paul. And then Bronwyn said it's her favorite on the debut album, especially love when they pair it with when they pair it live with I Threw a Brick Through a Window.
yeah, absolutely.
That really is a great coupling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
comments.
What are your thoughts that come to mind?
I feel like I have said that, oh my god, like a record player. I've said this over and over and over again, but it needs to be said again anyway. Like every song on Boy, it's just shocking how children came up with these themes. Jenny, you made a good point a long time ago that we don't know what happens, when you're a young boy and you lose your mom. Like, we don't know. Like maybe that's the thing, but I don't think that somebody who writes that at 17 or 18 years old is normal. Like this is not
No.
life
Right.
progression. Not that it's not normal is I'm not saying that's a bad word or anything. This is just not normal life progression. And I'll never cease to be mesmerized by the lyrics on Boy. It just how in the world?
I
I don't
guess your trauma
understand it.
has to go somewhere
Yeah,
or else it'll like destroy you.
yeah.
But I guess his trauma went into words and melodies, and that's just what a gift for him to be able to do that and a gift for us to be able to listen to it.
I just I that is constantly going through my head.
Yeah. But oh my gosh, but like Patty said, there's like Patty and Kathy mentioned just what an upbeat song. It's almost like head side to side bouncy.
Right,
And
right.
then you were like, wait,
Or
what?
a really morose song.
Yeah. But like that opening line, starting a landslide in my ego, but hey, how would your life be if I wasn't here anymore? Tell me
Right,
how great I am.
right, exactly. God.
I mean, what? Yeah, it is a
So
great song.
such a great song. Let's draw another song.
Okay.
Drum roll. Seconds.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be asking your thoughts on seconds.
Yep. I'll post, a graphic. I love this game though. Like,
Ew.
I think it's really exciting.
Yeah,
We've got
I
a
think it's
long way to
very
go before
compelling.
we empty that box.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Any questions for Bono over Whiskey and Cake?
Yeah, I have one. What goes through your mind when you hear songs from Boy that you wrote when you're 17, 18 years old, now that you're, like, almost 66 years old? Do you identify with the person who wrote those lyrics? Because it was so long ago. Like, does it fe I have that question. I mean, I don't
Right,
know. I look at somebody had a video of some drama thing of me in, like, 10th grade, and I watched how I walked across the stage and I'm like, "Holy crap, that's not me."
right.
Nothing about that was me, and not the clothing, not my confidence, swagger, or whatever. Like, that's
Yeah,
and I mean, I'm not far away from that, but the way that I looked at myself, I'm like, "I don't know who that person is because it's not me." So
yeah.
do you identify with
Does
young
he
Bono?
recognize that person?
Yeah, I'd really like to know that.
Yeah. Well,
And
also, as he
and
said, he's
so
never truly had to grow up, so
that also absolutely, that is
but
abs
also, that's also a cop out. They've
I'm
grown up.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's, I don't know. I'll never I've never stopped, just being mesmerized by those songs.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, thanks for coming, and we'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Anyway. We'll be back next week with more YouTube-ish content.
In the meantime, keep chatting with us on social media at _Garden Tarts.
Sign up for our newsletter at thegardentarts.com and share with your YouTube friends.
You can support us on Patreon, buy me a coffee, and leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts.
Kissing Lips and Breaking Hearts, a YouTube podcast with the Garden Tarts, is created, produced, and edited by us, the Garden Tarts.
Intro and outro music by December.
See you next week.